But my biggest takeaway is that they weren't ready. I honestly, 24 hours later, I still can't believe that that was the same team that played in round one. It was a 16-point game at the end. Like Trey mentioned, it wasn't close at all.
Didn't really feel like it, no.
No, they just simply weren't ready. All those open shots that they let up.
So why weren't they
like
ready?
A different
because they
team.
had just that 6-day gap there after beating the Heat in the first round?
I think that was part of it. The Celtics were fresh coming off that win. Fresh, I guess, is the wrong word. I mean, they were prepared,
right.
Ready to play. The Sixers were not. They're in the barn of a Celtics team that has a great arena, and they just couldn't catch up, it felt like. And yeah, sometimes mentally, I think once you get down, I think it's foreign to the Sixers team because the Sixers team seemed like they fought every single time in the first round. But once you get down, you just couldn't fight back. I mean, they just didn't have it.
It's the old rust versus rest, isn't it? You know, if they win that game last night, it's like, well, it's better to be rested. But they lost, and it's like, well, they were rusty because they hadn't played and they weren't sharp. And coaches do talk about that, saying it's hard to keep guys fresh and sharp when you have a long break. And you don't know when you're playing as well. Like, you don't know if it's going to go a 5 or 6 or 7 game series.
That's what Brett Brown said before the game. He was worried.
Yeah, it was. But I also want to point out Jason Tatum. I continue to be incredibly impressed by this guy's composure for a young guy, for a rookie. Not just the way that he plays the game, but his IQ and his understanding of how to finish around the rim. A lot of young guys sort of rush their shots when they get inside and they don't quite know how to get around and finish in the paint. He seems to do it all the time. Not only that, he really exposed Marco Bellinelli on defense. They just went straight at him.
They were going at him with everybody.
Played him out of the game.
Bellinelli.